Hello, hello. This is Katie Hamilton, and I am going to bring us through a warm up that will support muscles that are used in our walking gait. So, if we're going for even a 10-minute walk or an hour walk, it is ideal to activate our muscles and our neuromuscular system. So, what we're going to need today is a little AccuBall and something to squeeze between the thighs. So whether you have a Pilates ring or you have a squishy ball, that will work as well. Okay, so we're going to start with the AccuBall underneath our foot. I always love warming up the feet first. Okay, so first point of contact with the earth is our feet. And there's fascia, a sort of like really tough, coarse tissue that encapsulates every single muscle, and it starts in our feet. So if you've ever heard of plantar fasciitis, this is micro tearing or worse of the fascia in the feet. So it's something I have experienced, and I will not begin my day or workout without paying attention to my feet and warming them up first. So we're going to roll out through one foot, and you can press down through different aspects of your foot. You might notice that there's some tightness or even pain. And a good idea to pay attention to those areas and keep revisiting them with this rolling of the AccuBall. An AccuBall is something you can get online easily. I use it all the time. I have for over a decade. I take it traveling. I tend to leave it places where I travel because people love it so much. So pressing down through the toes, get into the toes. And then we're going to place the heel on the earth and the top of the foot on top of the AccuBall. We're going to stand tall, start to pay attention to your core, pull your belly button in, and you're going to bend and straighten at your ankle. Bend and straighten at your ankle. So warming up the shin muscles, which pulls the knee towards the toes, and also opening the back of the shins, our calf muscles. Good. And creating some mobility in the ankle joints. So we're going to switch sides. Standing tall, reaching up through the crown of the head, and rolling out the left foot now. This foot is tighter for me, so I do tend to go a little bit easier. I don't put so much weight down at first. Just honoring the tightness that is there. And the best way to relieve it. So, pressing down through the heel, middle foot, front of the foot. Toes. And then we're going to place the heel on the earth, ball of the foot on top, and the other leg is there to balance. And we're going to bend and straighten at the ankle. Good. Eyes up if you can. If you need to look down for support and balance, you can do that as well. But if you've been working on your balance for a while, then look up, pull your belly button to your spine. Lift your pelvic floor and release. Good. So we're going to warm up our ankles. We might as well do our wrists at the same time. So rolling, and this little warm up we're going to be doing together, we could do this every day. So this could also benefit us whether we're going on a walk or not. Okay, so we switch direction and then tuck the toes, bend and straighten. 3, so from the side, we're opening up the front of the foot. 2, and 1, and then we flip the toes. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Switch sides. So we'll ankle roll in one direction for 5, 4, 3, lift up through the crown of the head, 2, and switch direction. So we want to make sure we're not sort of sitting in our hip, but we're standing tall. 3, 2, and 1. Tuck the toes, bend and straighten. Pull the ribs in. Start to focus on the core. We're pulling the ribs in and lifting the pelvic floor. Tuck the toes in the other way for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come back to center. And now we're going to flex at the front of our ankle. So make sure the knees don't buckle in or out, that they're going directly over the middle toe. And we're really only focusing for this one in the ankle. So it's not a squat, it's an ankle bend. Working the front of the shins. 3, 2, and 1. All right, if you want to make this harder, you can go ahead and grab weights. We're going to go into calf raises. First set, toes are forward. We're going to rise up and down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Toes out. 8, 7, 6, eyes up. 4, 3, 2, 1. Turn your toes in, up and down. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Now we're going to warm up the back of the legs, so our hamstrings. So you see we're working our way up from our head, or from our toes up to our head. So hamstring curls like this. Try to keep the knee underneath the pelvis as much as you can. If you need to bring it a bit forward, that's okay, especially so that you don't feel any lower back pain, okay? So really supporting the core, or supporting your spine with your core for 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're going to go into tick-tock. So the arms are going to go wide. Now we're going to work all these muscles around our hips. So essentially you're like this, block of an object, and you're tipping yourself from heel to heel, reaching out through those fingertips. 5, 4, 3, 2, turn your toes out and keep tipping side to side. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, turn your toes in, side to side. So you're rotating your thigh bone inward as you do this, and you're firming up your obliques, which are really kicking in every time you tilt to one side for 3, 2, 1, and release. Whew. Give me a little shake. So generating some energy flow here and lymphatic movement. So we do a little bit of shake, 30 seconds shaking. So I bounce, and from the side it looks, heels are still on the ground. You can bounce like that, or you can make it bigger and bring the heels off the ground, or you can do a full little hop, only if you feel warmed enough. I like keeping my heels on the ground and just bouncing. Yeah. And then inhale those arms up. Just 30 seconds, I can feel so many energy lines, like awake and tingling. Gliding through the shoulder blades. So don't think about your arm bones. Think more about your shoulder blades gliding and moving on your rib cage. 3. That's it. 2. One more. Hold it up. And we're going to go one arm forward, one arm back. Now think about this. When we walk, right, we're walking opposite. So we're going to warm that up. 3, 2, 1, and switch. 3, 2, 1, and arms up. Pull the elbows down for 5. Squeeze your back. 4, 3, 2, 1. Good work. Crossing your arms over your shoulders. It's going to go like this. It's like we're rowing our boat, rowing side to side. And so we really want these muscles to be activated, especially in our walking gait. We want these muscles to support us underneath, not the shoulder muscles on top and this sort of thing happening, right? So to activate these side rib muscles, we're going to row. We're going to move our ribs. We're going to row, row. So from the side. Now I'm not popping my chest. If anything, I'm rounding a little bit, just a little bit, and I'm feeling these muscles in the side of my body firm up. Okay, keep trying. 4, belly in, 3, 2, 1, and we're going to reverse our row. Row backwards. Row backwards. 3, 2, 1, and release. Okay, we're going over 10 minutes here, but this is important. So heels, toes up. Okay, and then we're going to walk back. Little baby walks, so working the front of the shins. Let's do one more round. Heels, toes up, and back. When these muscles are strong, it prevents the sort of flop that happens when people walk, that flop. We don't want to flop. Come onto the ground. We're almost done. Grab your squishy ball or Pilates ring. And let's just create a little bit more activation for our hips and our core, and then you're ready to go on your walk. Squeeze your Pilates ring or squishy ball between your thighs. Find neutral pelvis, tighten your core, long neck. Draw the chin slightly towards your throat and start squeezing for your inner thighs, activating our inner thighs now. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold the squeeze, lift the hips up and down for 8, 7, 6. Hold the squeeze. 5, belly in. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome work. Okay, if you have an exercise band, I want you to grab your band, place it above your knees and around your thighs. I can imagine I have my band on right now. So just above your knees, around your thighs. Go ahead and grab that band. And then you're going to put a little bit of pressure into the band to flex your outer hips, and we're going to lift up and down. Join me when you grab that band. We're going to go up and down, pressing out into the band slightly so we can activate our outer hip muscles. 10, 9, 8. If it doesn't feel good on your lower back to go as high as I'm going, go halfway. You're still going to flex your hamstrings and your glutes. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hips down. Keep the band on. Hand behind your head. Let's finish with a set of ab curls. Waking up our core. Our core is a big part of how we move our body throughout the day. And ideally, when we walk, keep your pelvis neutral. Just flex your upper back, upper spine. 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Rolling all over, on over, and come on up. And you are ready to begin your walk. Enjoy.